Original Tyson.
Peace, family. At this time, we want to go over the matrices of time, space, and synchronicity. Time is a universal factor of synchronization. If we look closer at time, we'll realize that it's an electrical charge that is activated by a need for a specific thing to materialize, to experience a particular dimension, or is the desire to have a situation to occur that will either help to work out karma or to create balance and newness. And we send these electrical charges that we call our thoughts that are really ANOS. ANOS are a series of electrical charges. So it's important for us to use the lunar tone to polarize our thoughts in order to stabilize them into the structure that we see in our mind. Time, V4H2. Time is in the first dimension of cosmic creation and the first mental sphere, preconscious. It is in the second circuit, supplementing on the ninth magnitude in the fifth force. Sublimation is an inner action, and in this case, it involves having the pulse of our goal, our desire, or whatever we've ordered. Once we have the pulse of it, we receive it by realizing it. We realize it by bringing it about. This is a power that we have in mastery of the cosmic forces for our intention. Now, all we have to do is transfer this solar signal to our radio sensory core of touch, taste, smell, sound, and vision. In other words, we have to make sure that our radio sensory core is engaged in this process. Space is an infinitely locatable point where we will have our time to unfold. We may want to ask, where do we see our order unfolding? How specific are we in building, structuring, and ordering our time? How small to how large are the details that we put into it? Here's a mundane third dimensional example. We order a hamburger with everything we want on it from the place we want it and have it delivered to an old address because we failed to update our information, which in this case can represent any faulty thought patterns that we haven't corrected in our subconscious. Let's use a more universal example of space. Let's say we've ordered the good life for our time. It consists of love, peace, universal truth, and the very best that we can manifest in whatever dimension we're living in. Have we chosen a new space or an old space? Without the proper details, it may prolong our order. See how important it is for us to be detailed builders in our time-space organization? Space, V17H16. Now this channel calls for us to create first in our mind those universal structures by using the concepts of time-space. Here it is on extrasensory perception N, meaning that we are receiving any subliminal messages. We see the way, we see and should acknowledge the picture that we're shown. We should obey it. We should follow it from our third eye. Synchronicity is the operation of a moving template of mathematical order that coordinates all phenomena telepathically. There are no coincidences. Synchronicity may be a bit more smoother. It's going to be by doing our shadow work. The active participation in our inner work begins with and consists of using the five formative powers of remembrance, discipline, exertion, patience, and compassion. Synchronicity, B17H6. Synchronicity here is within the Beta Alpha channel of Cosmic Ascension, the channel that calls for our holding our projections, our telepathic perceptions with focused concentration. The fourth mental sphere calls for us to hold our order in our minds for long, unbroken succession. Extrasensory perception means that we are receiving synchronicity pertaining to our orders by way of all that is equated with ESP. Any so-called paranormal activities is now being received. Peace to the gods.